Hey Bohem, this is Jim, or Big Jim 85 as I go here on YouTube. I just saw your video and I'm glad you're back. I've been watching for about 6 months now. You're one of the best YouTubers on YouTube, and I'm glad you didn't choose to cancel your account. But I have to say I completely disagree with your assessment on the whole anonymous Scientology war. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, I think you have the wrong impression of what anonymous is and what Scientology is. I know that you said anonymous looked retarded out there, like a bunch of morons in masks or whatever, and you didn't think Scientology was that big of a target. Most people don't know anything about Scientology. They think it's just an oddball, rich man's Hollywood's religion, with no bearing on the outside world whatsoever. Nothing to really get worked up about, and that you'd be completely wrong. Scientology is a big religion, and they are expanding their wings worldwide. This is a worldwide protest. This wasn't just here in the U.S. Ireland, England, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, all over the world, Scientology was protested. And it's because of what it stands for. Anonymous is a internet group, and Scientology is the antithesis of freedom of speech. This is mostly a freedom of speech issue. The whole Tom Cruise thing was the last straw for Anonymous. So what Scientology does is they try to silence all opposition. Anybody that speaks out against them, whether it's online or in person or whatever, they do everything they can to shut you up. Whether it's citing copyright laws, copyright for a religion, or it's, I'm sorry, I got a bit of a cold, or if it's sending out the lawyers, they will try to shut up anybody that speaks out against them. And the whole Tom Cruise internet video was the high watermark of this, and that's what caused Anonymous to get into this. Anonymous sees the internet as the freedom of speech personified, the embodiment, the avatar of the First Amendment, and I think they're right. The internet is where we can freely express our ideas, for better or worse, however the hell we want. You can talk about just about anything online, almost anything, and they saw Scientology's encroachment as a threat, and I think they're right in that regard. Another thing that you brought up was Catholicism. I know, not just Catholicism, you use that as an example of another religion that you felt was more deserving of protests. Catholicism has many, many faults. I am the first one to step up and criticize them. The Crusades, all the way up to the priest pedophile scandals. But here's the thing. Everybody knows about its faults. Everybody knows about the Catholic Church, what it's done wrong, what it stands for, everything about it. You can find out anything you want about the Catholic faith and make your decision. And they don't care if you decide not to, be a Catholic. It's not that way with Scientology. They do their best to cloud themselves in secrecy. So people, they're not upfront with people about what they're really about and what they believe. Not until you're in it for many, many years do they finally tell you what it is they really believe and what they stand for. Furthermore, they go after people. The Catholic Church, if you decide not to be a Catholic anymore, they don't send priests out in the middle of the night to go slit your pets' throats. They don't send lawyers out to follow your every move and try to dig up dirt on you and label you a criminal or whatever. Scientology does. They do all of that. They are infamous for going after ex-members. They're infamous for going out against their critics and humiliating them, bringing them to legal ruin, financial ruin. They have many different outlets they can do that with, whether it's sending out private investigators to find out everything about you, or going through your finances to find something to get you with. They will find a way to get you. And that is another reason why Anonymous is protesting them. Anonymous is nothing more than a group of people that, most of them are just people who have picked up on this as it's gone along. The 4chan people that you talked about, they're no longer on board. They decided not to continue with their project after they got attacked by some hacker group. I forget what it was called. The people that are doing the protests now are mostly people that saw the cause and decided to support it. Now that this video has gone on for way too long, I've been talking here for too long, I think I'll cut it short. But that's my response to you. This is why I think that you're missing the point. Look up everything about Scientology, then look up what Anonymous is doing. There's more to it than just going out there making an idiot of yourself and dancing to Rick Astley music. It's going to continue. They're going to try to go after Scientology's tax exemption status. I'm going to go over that for like a minute or so. Scientology was not recognized as a bona fide religion until 1993. The IRS continually denied their applications because of forged documents. Things looked shady when they tried to apply, so they kept getting denied and denied and denied until 1993. And the circumstances behind their final approval for tax exemption are pretty shady. The Wall Street Journal did a report on it in 1997, and the IRS denied a lot of the facts. Not the facts, the documents that were produced. And when they were asked about it, they refused to produce the real documents behind why Scientology was finally given tax exemption status. So a lot of it is under question. Nobody knows a lot about this group, and they try their best to keep it that way. This is why Anonymous is trying to shed light on them, rather than Catholicism or any other religion, because no other religion is so shady and so secretive and does its best to keep it that way. And also, no other religion is as aggressive as Scientology in hunting down its critics. So, that's my response to you. I hope you didn't fall asleep and are still watching it. So, I'll keep watching. I'm a big fan of yours, and I hope you keep on making good videos. So, till next time.